Hi, I'm Thelma of Seasonal Crafts and Creations, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. If you like this DIY while you're watching it, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. It will really help my channel grow. The subscribe button and the little bell right next to it so you won't miss another video. And leave a comment. I reply to each and every comment. I love to hear from you all. Now today's video of I Love Winter Christmas episode 5 is a poinsettia tree and a Thelma's bow. So without further ado, let's get to crafting. Let me turn my camera down so you can see. Now to start it out, I used one of these planters that was from fall. As you can see, it's got the little scarecrow. I just painted it. This will be the back. You can use whatever planter you have on hand. And I just used the Wavery chalk paint. I was out of white, so I used my ivory. There's really not that much of a difference. And you will need 2 of the poinsettia flower arrangements. These I picked up from Walmart. You will need 2 of them. You will need one of these berry bouquets. They come from the Dollar Tree, and I just clipped them off at the stems with a wire cutter. And excuse my kitty cat here, he likes to get in on all of my videos, and there's no fighting him, he just does it. And you will also need one of these glitter tool from the Dollar Tree. I'm choosing red. You will need a bathroom plunger, some of the burlap ribbon. I choose the brown to cover up this, a glue gun, glue sticks. You will need some rope or twine, and these wire cutters to clip the flowers off and the berries at the stem. You just push down and clip it. And I'm going to be also using number 21469E flag red from Apple Barrel. I got this at Walmart for 50 cents. Thought I already had that open. And I'm going to finish. You will need some of these round if you want to do circles, or you can leave it white or paint it any color you want, or you can do stripes. But I'm going to be doing little circles. Shake your paint up real good. And these circular sponge brushes, they come 3 in a pack at the Dollar Tree. All I'm doing is just tapping this down in it, rubbing it off. Make sure you get it all around the edges. And let it look about like that, and just do a circular motion. Just do that all the way around. It's pretty easy to do these circles. Doesn't take much paint at all. Just remember to do the little circular motion. And even though this is the back here, I go all the way to this little scarecrow. But you can also use any planner, the metal ones or plastic that you want, and paint it any color. It doesn't have to be white and red. And this is what it looks like all the way around. Now, take your plunger, bend it inside out. I go ahead and do this while the paint is drying. And you have to really push down in there. Here, baby, you got me up here. Go on. And also, I forgot to mention, but you will need a pack of gravels, or go outside and pick up some out of your yard if you have any. And you need to stop it, baby. Stop. He likes bags, and that's what got his attention is the bag here that I have these little gravels in. You just put them all around the pose, and that keeps it straight. But if you've seen my videos before, you will see that my cats pretty much like to say hello, and then after a minute or two, they go off. I'm sorry if some of you don't like that, but that's how they are. When we move and buy our house, I'm going to have my own craft room, and they won't be allowed in there. So, but right now I'm just working with what I got, and that's my island in the kitchen. Go on, go get your bag. Okay, and now let me show you how to glue the poinsettias onto the, and if you count right, if I counted right, for 2 bundles of those poinsettias I showed you that I bought from Walmart, it ends up being 10 of these little stems of poinsettia. You take your glue gun and you get you some glue. Put your poinsettia stem right on it and hold it. And you do that, you hold it until it's dry, and you do that all the way around. Okay, I did 5 of them going around. Now let's put a berry in. Just do the same thing. Go all the way down with your glue gun. And push it in there. And as you can see, let me adjust this camera. You can see the berry come out at the top. But you just hold the top of it above the plunger handle, and that'll keep the stem straight while it's drying. And then you add some more, add about 3 poinsettias, and then add another berry, and do that until you go all the way around. Okay, once you have all your poinsettias and berries glued in, going around the handle, take some rope or twine or jute string and take the end, go ahead and tie it. Start from the top, tie a knot in it. And wrap it around. Keep the string at the end, the rope at the end where you tied it out, so you'll be able to tie the bottom as it comes back up. Pull it tight and come work your way back up. And now tie it again and double knot it. It should look like that. Now start arranging your poinsettia and your berries. Fluff it. Make sure it looks full all the way around. And then the next step is to get your burlap ribbon. Make sure this is center. Adjust your rocks around it if you have to. Now go ahead and cut where you tied, cut the ends off. Now take your burlap ribbon and start at the top. Put some glue on it. I put normally 3 lines. I'll show you here. I put 3 and start at the top and bring it around first 3 times, going around the top before you start bringing it down. It's better to twist your tree. Now start working your burlap down the handle. Put some glue every now and then. That way it makes sure that it stays in its spot and doesn't bulk up. Just be careful with your fingers and don't burn yourself. Go all the way down. You will use up the whole burlap. Just make sure you get it going all the way around. Let me take some of this off here. Once you get to the bottom, just I was going to roll it back up, but what you need to do is get 2 bags of those gravel and fill the top of your tin up over the plunger. That way it'll keep the handle straight. I'm going to show you how to glue this. You take and you put you some glue on the burlap. Take your scissors and hold down on it, pushing. Just don't use your fingers because it'll go through the burlap and it'll burn you. Okay, and the last step for this is your glitter tool. Just be careful when you're cutting it to make sure you don't cut the tool. And what you do is get the tool, because it's clear, get a bunch of it up and start filling in to cover up the rocks. You can even use the white, but I don't have any white. I think the white would look real pretty. It would look like snow. And once you get to your desired puff on the bottom, you know how it puffs up, just cut it off. And stick the end down in there, that way it won't work its way out. Now let's set this aside and we're going to work on our bow. Okay, now to make the bow to go on the poinsettia tree. I picked out these three. They come from the Dollar Tree. This is red poinsettia going around, gold, and this poinsettia with Merry Christmas going around. Now you can pick out whatever kind you want or whatever kind you have. It doesn't have to be what I have. And it's just whatever style and colors that you choose for your tree. You could have even done your poinsettia tree in white poinsettias. Okay, for the bottom, I'm going to use the red. And what we do, take your ribbon, let me move that out of the way. Take your ribbon, bring it down, and go out about 7 inches. Okay, I went ahead and got my little ruler so you all will know exactly what I'm doing. You go over to the edge and you come down about 14. Now go over 7 inches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because the first is going to be a 14-inch bow. And now after you get it to where it's on the 7 on both sides, make sure it's straight. And you just go until you have 3 on each end. There's 1. The next here will be 2. Okay, so we're just going to be able to do 2 because the Dollar Tree ribbon apparently is only 9 inches. So take it and put this one on the bottom. Going down, and you pinch it, put your chenille stem going up, that way you'll be able to tie on your next 2 bows. You set that one aside. And you can always, if you aren't for sure, before you put the chenille stem on, you can always double check and make sure it's straight. Or even, I should say, not straight. Now the next one is the gold. and you go 6. Well, I'm going to make a 10-inch tail. And now go over to count 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 again. And now all you do is just even it out. And just go around until you run out of ribbon, since this is only 9-inch ribbon. Not 9-inch, I meant 9 foot. And now take this one and bring it down and go in between them, and now hold it. I'll show you what I'm talking about, making sure they're even. You do that. Now you take it and you tie it right on top of the other one. Make sure your tails go down. Now we have the last one. And we go to about 10 or 11. Now go out to 5. Count 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you just continue to wrap it around. And again, bring this one down, and then let's do that and measure it. As you can see, they're, if I can get a hold of it real good, they're even. Now let's tie it on. Now I always take, you have some left, so just take it to the back and tie it. Now get another chenille stem. If I can get a hold of it here. Take it, make sure it's even, or real close to it. Make sure, okay. Take it from the top, bring it to the back, twist it a few times, because this is what you're going to use to tie it onto your poinsettia tree. Now, start at the back and let's start fluffing your bow. twist it like this. Twist your bow like that, and then you fluff it. That's how I fluff mine. You just got to work with it until it gets to your desired fluff. Twist it and fluff. Twist it and fluff. Now do the top the same way. Twist it and fluff. Twist it and fluff. Now let's do the other side. Twist it, fluff. Twist it and fluff. And you do it to every one of them. And then do that if you want to do it the way I do. And now the top. We rearrange these on this side some. It takes a lot of fluffing, so be prepared to fluff it and then refluff it if you have to. Now redo these over here, because as you can see they kind of went back in on each other. Alright, now let me bring this camera up. Sorry about smacking the camera there and making the camera jump. Okay, now find the end that you want to, and take these take these Chanel stems and just put it through in between the stems of the poinsettia and then tie it off in the back. And it might take a minute to figure out where your Chanel stems are and tie it real tight. Do it about 3 or 4 twists. Okay, now take your tails. Should have done that before I put it on. I got ahead of myself there. I'm sorry. And put the wires touching each other. And from corner where the wires are, go up, and there you have your little V. Make sure you do all of them. Well, that came out a little shabby looking. Make sure they're even. And make sure you get all of them, because there should be 6. And then I have a short one there. Okay, and here is the finished product. So if you all liked the video and the poinsettia tree and the bow, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up, the like button. It will really help my channel grow. Subscribe to my channel and hit that little bell right next to it if you don't want to miss any future videos, and leave a comment. I'd like to hear which one you like the best, the poinsettia tree or the bow, or both. And I hope y'all have a safe and happy day, and until next time.